All right, once again, welcome to the Pomni panel, Amazing Digital Circus. For those of y'all who are new, welcome to Kawacon 2025. For those of y'all who are veterans, welcome back. I am your host, Jeff Garcia. For those of you who don't know me, I work with Ken's 5 San Antonio. I am their Spurs beat writer, but I'm also a big nerd. So everybody in San Antonio, these cons come up and like, where's Jeff at Ken's 5? He's a nerd and we'll have him host all these things. All right, here's what we're going to do today. We're going to have a short Q&A, me and Lizzie, and then we're going to have a pop contest. We have one free pop to give away. We're going to pick about 3 people to do their best, just Amazing Digital Circus character impressions. The winner gets a free pop. Lizzie will give it to you. She'll give it to you. So we'll do that, and then we'll turn into the Q&A, get your questions in. And again, if you do not get a chance to ask Lizzie a question, it's not a problem. Her table will be open shortly after the panel is over. Just head on back upstairs, get in line, get to meet Lizzie Freeman and Pomni. All right, are we ready to start?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, let me check if Pomni's okay. Pomni, you okay to come out to talk to your wonderful fans?
I think I found the handle, so yeah.
Everybody, give her a big Kawacon 2025 in San Antonio welcome, Miss Lizzie Freeman.
There's so many of you.
How you doing?
I'm still fine.
Yeah, you got out.
Good. I got out.
You
yes.
got out. You got out.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to show them what they could possibly win in a few minutes?
Dun,
One free pop. Look at that. Hunter x Hunter pop. We'll have that contest in just a few minutes. Yeah. We wish we had a Pomni pop. That would have been cool, right?
One day.
One day.
Maybe.
One day. But otherwise, welcome to San Antonio.
Thank you, Jeff.
First impressions of the city. You're not your first time, or it is your first time?
I think this is my first time to San Antonio, but not Texas.
Not Texas?
Yeah.
All right, well, welcome to San Antonio.
Thank you.
I gotta ask, you tried the food already?
Not yet.
What?
I know. I've been busy. I had Whataburger. Does that count?
Does that count, everybody?
I went to Buc-ee's last year. I got to check out a Buc-ee's. Yeah.
You get the little nuggets?
I got the fudge.
Oh yeah. Was that a good selection, the fudge?
Yeah.
That's
It was excellent.
Excellent, yeah. What would Pomni pick at Buc-ee's?
Oh, that's a good question. There was so much at Buc-ee's. I'm still trying to figure out like Pomni's interests when it comes to her character, because I'm starting to understand her core personality, but what about all the fun little things about her? I feel like she would also maybe have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Gravitate for the sweets.
Yeah, the sweets, yeah. What do y'all think? She needs to go for the fudge, Pomni? Yeah. Pomni's fudge. Well,
no, the gun.
yes, done.
Thank you. I was thinking way too deep about this. The answer was obvious.
Yeah, the answer was very obvious. Duh.
I'm a
dummies.
fool.
Hello, yes. Well, well, kind of a big overview of Amazing Digital Circus. For it to be an independent show, and then turn out to what it is now. Talk to us about that journey. What have you seen from the inside, everybody involved in the project?
It has been a ride for us. So everyone who worked on the show, the cast, the animators, the showrunner, none of us expected it to blow up. We thought maybe it might do as well as Murder Drones did. And I think it was by day 4, after the show came out, when it hit 10 million views, we kind of jumped on our little Discord server we had, and we all started just kind of chiming in there, being like, hey guys, I think this is becoming a thing. And sure enough it did. And my first confirmation that this was a thing out in the world that was happening was I had a tiny little table in the artist alley of it was Comic-Con, like San Diego Comic-Con. Literally just in a random part of the convention, not even a featured guest. I was sharing a table with 2 other actresses, and I actually felt really bad because I didn't realize how popular Digital Circus had become, and I caused a whole clogged artery in the convention hall. And then they would go up to the other actresses at the table and be like, "Are you Pomni? Are you Lizzie?" And I was like, I felt so horrible, but I was like, okay, but I understand what's happening now. And no one really knew I was even going to be here, but they saw Pomni and they beelined to me. Wow. It was insane. And I was just a couple months after it came out.
Yeah. What was it like breathing life into her? What was that experience like?
It's a very collaborative process with Goose because she knows her characters super well and she knows how to articulate exactly what she's kind of thinking for the character. And by working with Goose, I was also able to just find a lot of myself in Pomni. So I think that helped bring her to life in a very grounded, real feeling kind of way. I identify with Pomni a lot, so I think that helped.
Well, Pomni's described as erratic, chaotic.
Yeah.
What are the words you hear? High-strung?
High-strung, also empathetic. Empathetic?
Sure.
Yes, empathy.
Do you think maybe the character kind of gets lost? That whole, the high-strung, chaotic, like they don't see the other side of the character.
Yeah. I think the disassociation does get in the way a lot for her.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But with every episode, I think we're seeing more and more of her soft side coming out, of her putting the other characters before herself, which I think is really cool to see.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you were there for episode 1, right? The very, very beginning, right?
Yes.
Then there was that gap in time.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? Was that frustrating? Did you feel the fan demand really just rising and everything? And then finally episode 2 comes out and then it takes off.
Yeah, of course, it's always frustrating.
Yeah.
But I knew there was going to be more because I already knew that I had recorded like up to 4 episodes at that point.
Wow.
So I was just like, you guys, it's happening. Don't worry. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun, honestly, seeing people just asking and me knowing. I'm like, oh, don't worry. It's going to happen. I can't tell you, but it's coming.
Do you think just the Amazing Digital Circus, just itself, how it started as independent grassroots, would you consider Digital Circus kind of a pioneer in this? Or just continuing that wave of independent creators? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where would you file Pomni's Adventure Digital Circus in that realm?
I don't know if I would necessarily call it the pioneer.
Yeah.
But it is what is giving a lot of attention to this, I don't want to say genre, but giving attention to independent creators in a more mainstream light, which is awesome. In that respect, it is kind of a pioneer, but I would even attribute that more to maybe when Has Been Hotel's pilot came out. That was like the first kick in the pants to get people to pay attention to indie animation, which was really awesome.
Yeah.
And Digital Circus, if anything, it's just the catalyst that kicked it into overdrive.
Yeah. There was a con last year, and they brought in the Has Been Hotel voice actors. And I'm sitting there with them. I'm like, wow, you guys really helped bring along this independent show to, what was it, Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Went to Amazon. Do you envision that happening for the Digital Circus as well? Kind of getting to heights that high, or you think it's on its way, or you think it's there?
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't even know it was going to Netflix until it happened.
How does that happen?
Well, we get a message the day that it goes on Netflix.
We're
They
on
say,
Netflix.
oh yeah, by the way, you're on Netflix now.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were all like, huh? We're like the blonde blinking guy meme. You know.
Like, oh yeah, what? Yeah.
Just everything, okay, every day something happens that makes me react that way. Where I'm like, what is my life? This is actually happening.
That's a good segue to my next question is, how has Pomni Digital Circus impacted you?
She's the role that's like changed my life the most, I'd say. I have had so many more opportunities just to meet more fans, meet more creators, and just for someone like me who loves the animation industry so much, it's always been something I've adored. It's really cool to take a step back and realize that I'm literally right in the midst of it. I'm working in that industry and building up a new era of animation, and that's just so cool to me. And I'm really grateful.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine just you seeing just the fans here, the line, 30 minutes before you walked in, and I went outside to talk to a few of you. I talked to these fine folks here. I said hello to a few people here, and I kept asking, like, what's with Pomni? Like, why? Like, what's the deal with this? And they're like, we just love it. We just love Pomni.
Yeah.
We just love Pomni. But one, I don't know if she's in here, but I asked one fan about her, and they said, I can relate to her. Yeah. When you hear those kind of stories, those little quick blurbs about Pomni, tell us how that impacts you.
It makes me happy.
Yeah.
It just reminds me that these characters, these stories, they resonate with people in different ways. I never know how it's going to impact someone. You know, I'm just in my booth in a Discord call with Goose as we're going through the script, and I don't have time to think about all that.
Yeah.
But it's so cool to see it in person.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like when you see it, like right here, yeah, and the support that Pomni and the Digital Circus is getting is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I hear you're a cat enthusiast.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes, it is.
All right. How many cats you got?
3.
3. What are their names?
Okay, I have 2 boys, a fluffy black cat named Binks, a short hair orange cat who has no teeth. His name is
What?
Dipper. Yeah, poor baby. And then I have a fluffy, like stormy gray cat with white spots on her tummy and face, and she has a gray soul patch on her chin, and her name is Buttercup,
Oh, okay.
and she is a glutton.
She's a little. She likes to partake.
Yes, well, she was found on the streets, so I think she has like that, I need to eat, this is survival. And I'm like, cat, you're fine. You are getting food every day, I promise.
Yeah.
So she's cute.
I think Pomni would accept all 3 of them, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, when we talk about Pomni having that range of emotions from chaotic to scatterbrained, but the world that she's trapped in, you know, you have a couple of friends there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kane and I think Gummy Goo.
Gummy Goo.
Oh.
Look what you did.
That's why I said Gummy Goo last. I said we're gonna sneak it in. Yeah. Was that young man? You like Gummy Goo?
So why do you have to disappear?
Yeah, I remember Kane doing that.
He knows.
Are you mad at Kane? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
What was that like? That process of trying to just build up that trio. You know, that there was 1, 2, 3, that 1, 2, 3 punch that Digital Circus gives us. Or gave us, I should say.
Like referring to the characters?
Referring to the characters, yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for Gummy Goo, it's actually such a weird thing for me in my head because I read that name from the script like 2 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, Gummy Goo. No idea what he was gonna look like, no idea what he was gonna sound like. And suddenly when that episode came out, the rest of the world was like saying the name Gummy Goo and talking to me about Gummy Goo. I'm like, you're not supposed to know this. Because it was just in my brain. It was my little secret. But now everyone else knows about Gummy Goo. Oh my gosh. It was so surreal. I know that's dumb, but I was like, this is weird.
You know,
That didn't answer your question. I just
That's
wanted
all
to
right.
say
That's all
that.
right. But I look at the crowd right now. You see the range. You know, from a young man there to people that are about our age, some even older, young, and in between.
I love it.
You see, look at this range that it hits. It's not, you know, you look at it for the first time, you're like, it looks like a kid's show, you know?
Yeah.
But it goes beyond that, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. It goes much deeper than that. And people are just like, oh, is it one of those things that like is supposed to scare you? I'm like, okay, it's not even just a click, bait and switch type thing. You're supposed to learn from it and grow from it, I feel like. And it's almost like an analysis of the human psyche, I feel like. So I like to think of it that way.
Yeah. When I first read up on it and started learning more about that world and how, you know, Pomni entered that world, my first thought was like, oh, it's kind of like Tron.
Oh.
That was like my first thought. I was like, oh, she went to Flint's.
The Matrix.
It's like the Matrix. You know, it borrows a lot from popular sci-fi. You know, like you mentioned Tron and you mentioned the Matrix, and then you look at the other side of it. It's like, wait a minute, she's trapped where in that kind of universe? Like, hold on here. So my question to you is, if somebody came to you right now and said, hey, Lizzie, I want to watch episode 1 of Amazing Digital Circus, what would you tell them? What would you tell them to be prepared for?
Okay, I'd say it is a psychological dark comedy, and it is not what it appears to be. Is probably the most I would say. I'm like, just wait until you get to the midpoint of episode 1 before you judge it.
Yeah, and that one is a line, and everybody was talking about it. Oh, did you see episode 1? Remember this one happened? Remember this happened? And I can understand why fans were just craving for it after that the time gap before it started to keep on going. Do you think it works well that they're short? They're kind of quick episodes, quick bites? Do you think that works well, or do you think it needs to be longer, to tell a longer story? Or do you think the message is right there in those few minutes?
I think the pacing is really spot on for it.
Okay.
I don't have any issues with it because they're kind of they're the same length as like a 22-minute episode of a cartoon you catch on TV. You just don't have to deal with the ads if you YouTube Premium at least. But no, I think the pacing's great. And in fact, I know that it was originally supposed to be 8 episodes, but they're going to do 9 to help keep the pacing as it should be. That hushed gasp was exciting.
The gasp. All right, so here's your warning, everybody. We're going to we're going to take volunteers for the voice contest. So if you have a character in mind that you want to try to do your best impression of, let me know. Anybody right now? Anybody want to try it? Oh, perfect. Okay, so we'll go this guy right here. Okay, you pick the next.
Okay.
So you come up, sir, with the glasses.
Yes.
Yeah, you come up.
All right, I picked her.
Who, her?
Yes.
Okay, you pick her, and then you can pick the last one.
Zubo.
Zubo, all right.
That is awesome.
Where are they?
Come on up, Zubo. All right, now I'm going to get down there.
Gango and Zubo and Zubo and Zubo and Zubo and Zubo. Sorry, the record got stuck.
All right, I'm going to go down there. All right, look at that free pop that Lizzie has there for you. She'll be presenting it to you in a few minutes.
It is Netero from Hunter x Hunter.
All right, who wants to volunteer to go first? Anybody?
Start with Zubo there.
Start with Zubo?
Yeah.
All right, is the mask going to get in your way, Zubo?
No.
You're positive?
Yes.
All right, because they're going to pick the winner.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, so just a few basic rules. When you get the mic, let us know which character you're going to do an impression of. And if they do the same character as you, that's fine. Just try to do a different line if you guys do the same character.
There we go.
Cool.
All right, so take it away, your name and the character you're going to do.
My name is Zubo, and I'm going to do Zubo. Actually, you know what? I forget it.
You don't want to play?
Oh, no, that was my line.
Oh, that was your line. Two overs.
Nah. I'm too tired for this.
All right, there we go, Zubo.
Alrighty.
All right, young lady, your name and the character you're going to do.
Hi, I'm the Jockster, and I'm going to do Pomni.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now I get it. This is a dream.
All right. All right, sir, you're up. The character you're going to do.
My name is Mike, and I'm going to do Kane. I know you guys love your NPCs, but if I could mix them up together, who knows what could happen? Well, I'm going to go drink water. I haven't done that in a while.
All right, there you have it. All right, let's go over here. So, Lizzie and I, we're going to pick the winner based on applause.
All right.
All right? So, here we go. First contestant. Second contestant, go ahead and let her know.
Okay.
And our final contestant. Yes.
But one can only be crowned the winner.
Congratulations, sir.
Our ringleader Kane.
Hey.
You all were fantastic, though.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Y'all did good. All right, now it's your turn to talk to Lizzie. Get in your digital circus questions, your Pomni questions. I'll be the mic. I'll be roaming around. So we'll start on this side. Anybody have questions on this side?
No shipping questions.
Yeah, no shipping questions.
You tell them.
Thank you, Lizzie. All right, sir. Go ahead. Your name and the question.
Hi, I'm Brian.
Hi, Brian.
I guess this is more like in regards to Lizzie. Is there a voice actor that you were inspired by when you're starting out that you continue to be like inspired by? For me, I would say J.K. Simmons is one of my favorite voice
that's a good
actors. I don't know if you have one.
There's a lot.
Okay.
But one who stuck with me, I would say, is Kath Soucie or Jeff Bennett. I love them both in all those cartoons from the 90s, especially like Jeff Bennett as Dexter's dad. Also Johnny Bravo. He was amazing as Johnny Bravo. I would love to meet him.
All right, next question.
Howdy, I'm Nate, and whenever you're getting into a character, is there a certain like sequence that you do to try to get yourself more into the role that you're trying to voice?
Yes, actually, at the beginning of each session, typically what happens is before we record any of the dialogue for the day, the director will grab either the audition I recorded for the character or previous stuff that we had recorded before. They'll play it in my ear, and then I'll repeat the line back to them until I click into voice. And a lot of actors will kind of find for each character what they call their hook line, where it's something they can kind of say and it'll help them just get into the character's voice easier.
Awesome, good question, good question. Got
Thank
another
you.
one right here.
Hey, I'm Cash. I have not watched Digital Circus yet. I'm a big fan of your other works, though, as like Metis and Persona 3 and Ina. I wanted to ask, though, I think Digital Circus looks really cool. Tough time getting into it, though. Would you say, like, what's like a hook? Like something that, like, really kind of would grab an audience?
Well, okay, if you like Joel G, you will most likely like Digital Circus. They're both kind of in that surreal, weird, like 90s core stuff aesthetic, and something that will get people into it. Well, like I said, it's like almost an analysis of the human psyche. Like each character is a different type of part of someone's brain, and you get to learn more about them as the series grows. And you're never going to be able to predict what happens. I'm telling you right now. So you should watch it because it's a fun journey.
Fun journey, she says. All right, yes, sir. Your question.
Hi, I'm just wondering, is the life of a voice actor an easy, normal, or difficult life?
Okay, I would certainly say it's not easy. I wouldn't necessarily say my life is terribly difficult either. I've got a lot of privileges, and I'm very grateful for how far I've been able to go with my career. But there are a lot of other people trying to break into the industry who just aren't getting the same traction. So for someone in that type of position, yes, it could be really, really difficult. And I was there for a while. What was the rest of your question? Easy. That was it?
Yes.
I enjoy being a voice actor, though, and I'm very grateful it happened.
Good question. Got a question up here in the front row.
Okay, this is another you question. Is your cat Dipper, is he named after Dipper Pines?
Yes, he is. I was actually for a while debating between Dipper. Actually, no, sorry, it was my other cat named Binks. I was considering naming him Stanley. Yeah, but I chose Binks because he's a black cat.
Yeah.
Next question.
Besides Pomni, who's your favorite character in the Digital Circus?
In Digital Circus, maybe Gangle, but I also like Ragatha. Yeah.
Next question.
I was just wondering what auditioning for Digital Circus was like, or whether they hit you up and they were like, we want your voice for this character.
It was actually a pretty similar audition process for most stuff I work on, and I just got an email one day that said, new glitch show auditions, and I open it, and the audition profiles had those 2D pictures of Goose's concept art and a breakdown of every character. It would describe their personality and then some dialogue. And I would just record it on my end, export it as an MP3, and I sent it to Glitch. I didn't hear back for like a month maybe, and then I got a call back for Pomni. They gave me some notes. They said, can you try making the voice a little lower? I did that, sent them another MP3, and then it was the waiting game until they finally told me I got the part. So it was pretty cool.
All right, good answer, good questions. All right, let's keep them going.
So how does it feel like watching the Digital Circus yourself, if you have, knowing that you voiced Pomni in there? How does it feel?
Surreal. It was actually so weird on Christmas. I walked into my sister's living room and a bunch of my siblings and their spouses were just watching it, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel. I was like a deer in headlights. I'm like, you guys are watching it. What? I don't know, it made me uncomfortable for some reason. It was such a weird experience.
All right, good question. Thank you so much. All right, another question.
Still getting used to it, I guess.
So my question is more like, okay, so what are your thoughts and opinions on the fan lore around the digital circus that's going on?
The theories?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're fun. I think you're all wrong, though. I don't. Here's the thing.
Wow.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I know Goose. And if you know Goose, you know it's gonna be weird. And it's gonna completely catch everyone off guard. That's all I'm saying. Goose is a genius. That is all. I don't know, maybe someone got it right, but I don't know. I know Goose is gonna pull something that none of us expect. That is all.
Or does she?
I made you all so upset, I'm sorry. Your theories are so good, I promise. I love them, I'm invested.
Hey, so I think Gooseworks had said that what inspired her to make the Amazing Digital Circus is I have no mouth and I must scream.
Yes.
Did you read it just to get an idea of where she was coming from?
I have not, because I don't want to get any what's the word I'm looking for? Preconceived notions. Thank you.
I was also going to say I did listen to a lot of summaries and even the audiobook, and it's just like where's this gonna go? Given how it's very dark. I'll just say that.
It sounds darker than Circus is probably gonna be, but like I said, I don't even know what Goose is planning, so maybe I'm wrong.
All right, good question. Let's keep them coming.
Name's Maya. I wondered what was your favorite animated series and why?
Ooh, oh no. I have to pick a favorite. Can I pick top 3? Okay, top 3. The original Powerpuff Girls.
Good one.
I already mentioned this one, Dexter's Laboratory. And Gravity Falls. I love Gravity Falls. That's my comfort show. It's so good.
Awesome, good question. Who had a question here? Oh, yes, sir.
Hi, sorry, nervous. We all know how Jax is. We know how he is. For your next adventure, you're forced to be with Jax. How would Pomni react?
Okay, so an adventure where she's forced to be with Jax? I guess it would depend on what kind of adventure, honestly. Because if Jax is he's got full range to do crazy stuff, she's going to be miserable and probably maybe abstract by the end of it. Yeah, there we go. She would probably abstract. I don't know.
Yes, ma'am, you have a question.
My name's Angelica, and I want to know how you feel about all the others in the digital circus.
All the other characters or the other actors?
The characters.
Okay, well, Jax, I want to punch him. Ragatha, I want to give her a big hug. Gangle, I just want to let her know it's going to be okay. Kinger, I also want to give him a hug. And then Gummy Goo, I want him to get just Pinocchio'd and turned into a real boy.
Good answer, so good answer. Yes, sir. What's your question?
Hi, my name is Christopher. I have 2 questions.
Okay.
The first one, I forget. Oh wait. No, I still lost it.
That's okay.
The second question, I never watched the show, but I know I'm gonna like it. But I'm curious: is there gonna be more after the 9 episodes?
Oh, there's definitely going to be a lot more glitch production stuff, but I'm not sure what their plans are with the Digital Circus characters at this point. I don't think there's going to be a season 2, but they might do fun little spin-off things with the characters. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm sure it won't be the end for Pomni, though.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is a dumb question. My name is Harper, by the way. Who would win in a cage fight, Zooble or Jax?
Zooble! I don't even have to think about that. Zooble. They got the crab claw. It depends on what pieces they have too. They might get some pretty good advantages with some of those pieces, like the unicorn horn. That can impale people, right?
Well, it's possible.
That sounds deadly already. Sir, what's your question?
My name's Jude. Can you tell us anything about the next episode or episodes of the Amazing Digital Circus?
All I can tell you is that they keep getting better.
There you go. Safe answer. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Safe answer, you call me out.
Hi, sorry, this is a silly question, but based on
love
the
silly
latest
questions.
episode, what do you think Pomni would order at McDonald's?
I have enough money to buy chicken nuggets. And a Sprite.
What would she splurge on?
Ooh. The hot fudge sundae.
There you go.
And an apple pie.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
I have 2 questions. Is that legal?
What is that?
Sorry. What's it like working with such big people like Michael Kovac, Gooseworks, and Glitch Productions?
It is nerve-wracking. It's also just the biggest honor in the world to get to work with such amazingly talented people. I respect animation and animators so much. So to be such an integral part of this series is really special.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, sir.
I feel like the reason the show resonates with a lot of us is the characters and their relationships feel very organic. And I was wondering, do you feel like that's because of how the voice direction is, the casting, or is it like a mishmash? Is there anything that you feel like particularly makes these characters feel so real, even though the world's so bizarre?
I'd say it's a little bit of all of the above. Like I said, Goose does the voice direction, and she does such a good job being able to articulate how she wants the scene to feel and play out. And she prefers a lot of the more natural, grounded sounding reads and having little imperfections in our deliveries, because it does bring out more of that realism in it. And they are real people in this crazy world, so it makes sense. Really good question, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that question. I'm still thinking about Pomni and McDonald's. Would a Happy Meal be on?
Yeah, it would be the McNugget Happy Meal.
Okay, be the McNugget. I had to know everybody, sorry.
And she'd be very sad that they gave her apple slices instead of extra fries.
Well, wait a minute, what sauce, dipping sauce would she pick?
Hot mustard.
That sounds about Pomni. All right, yes, sir.
Hi, my name is AJ.
Hello, AJ.
Hi. No, I was just wondering, y'all, all of the voice actors have done like a bunch of fan songs and stuff like that. All great, by the way.
Thank you.
Was there gonna be like any musical stuff in the Digital Circus anytime soon? Like, I don't think that's a spoiler, really. I just wanna know if there's any Pomni singing in there, because you have an amazing singing voice.
I might get to sing a little ditty. I don't get like a big musical number, but there might be a little bit of singing. So, cool.
Next question, yes, sir.
Hi. Sorry.
You're good.
No, I was just gonna say, so the recent episode of Digital Circus heavily resonated with me as someone who worked at both at fast food and retail. I was wondering if you've had any similar experiences, whether from any sort of previous job that you've had, if you had any previous jobs, whether they were good or bad.
I did work at an Arby's for 3 years. That was my first job when I was in high school. And so like you, a lot of that did resonate with me as well. Putting on that fake smile, just trying to get through the day, watching the clock slowly tick by, having to deal with your annoying coworkers at times, or helping each other get through it.
Well, the coworkers were fine. It was just the customers that I had to put on a fake smile for and had to deal with.
Yeah. Well, I've been kind of in Gangel's shoes too, where I'm trying to do a good job at leading the crew, and people not working with me and getting, you know how it gets sometimes. And so it resonated with me too.
Yeah, thank you.
Good questions. Let's keep them going. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so going off of the thing about people seeing maybe different sides of Pomni, if you had to pick like one kind of defining quality of her, what would you say is like a defining trait?
I do like the idea of her becoming more empathetic. I think that's kind of where this story's going to lead. So I think that would be the word I would pick.
All right.
Hello, you've been waiting a while.
You've been waiting for a while there.
Hi, Tanjiro.
How you doing, Tanjiro? All right, what's your question for Lizzie?
My name is Lupe, and my question was, what happens to the people with X's on their door?
When they exit the door?
X's on the door.
Oh, you remember the big scary monster from the first episode? That means they turned into one of those. like Kaufmo. Yep. Yep. I'm so sorry to make me tell this to this sweet summer child. I look like the Christian spirit to tell him that.
When he gets older. So what happened when you were younger? What was this comic?
Call me traumatized.
Yeah. All right, we had a question over the front seat. Yes.
What's your favorite way to de-stress after a hard day of recording?
I like to play Splatoon 3. Or I'll like just space out while listening to true crime on YouTube. For some reason that de-stresses me. You can go figure. Let's learn about horrible things people have done in the world. What's my favorite way?
Sorry, since you brought up true crime, what's your favorite?
Like a specific YouTuber or like story? Oh, I don't know if I want to talk about that.
Bad idea.
No, bad cheat.
Yeah. By the way, you're the second voice actor to bring up Splatoon as a de-stressor.
Oh, really? Who's the other one?
It was in the Jujutsu Kaisen panel.
I need to find them.
I got the names.
I need them on my squad.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Hi again.
Hello.
So, quick question. If Kaufman was still around, would he and Pomni kind of bond over like doing conspiracy theories about an exit, like just going on and on about it?
I'm sure they would bond, but they would also cause each other to like distress faster and deteriorate mentally. They would be enabling each other. It would be awful. Maybe more like they would help come up with comedy routines. Maybe Pomni would help Kaufmo work on his jokes in a very gentle, understanding way. Like, don't worry, Kaufmo, you got this. It's fine.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We got another question with this young
Hello.
little fan.
Do you like cats?
Does she like what?
Cats.
Do you like cats?
Cats?
Oh, what's she saying?
Triangle kid. That triangle kid.
Oh, the triangle?
Are you talking about Bill Cipher? Or are you talking about Zooble?
I mean, cat.
She's shy.
I mean cat.
Who's on your dress?
Yeah.
What do you got on your dress there?
She has peeps.
Oh, those are so cute!
They aren't just like your Dad, do you have a question for her?
Oh, I was just raising my hand for her.
Okay, well, we're good. Thank you.
Aw,
Nice dress you got there.
thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much. Yes. We're going to try to go this side, and then we'll loop back again. Okay, we got plenty of time. Don't worry. We got about 15 more minutes. I'm at the...
They're making you get your steps today, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay. My name is Jesse, and speaking of Splatoon 3 earlier, who did you pick for the Grand Splatfest?
Okay. I would have picked Team Present. Wait, no, I did pick Team Present. That's what I picked, which would have been for Off the Hook, right? Not Off the Hook. I'm getting so confused. Deep Cut, right? Deep Cut was Team Present?
Off the Hook is Team Present.
Okay, I was on Off the Hook's team because I figured that's what everyone would pick, but then we lost horribly. Yeah, I should have just picked Team Past because the Squid Sisters are my favorite. I was a fool. That's what that's what I get.
All right, we got our next question. Yes, ma'am. We'll figure a way to get to you. Here you go.
Hi, I'm Morgan. On the note of it being, I guess, a psychological analysis of characters,
yes.
Have you watched therapist analysis videos on it? Because there's a woman called Georgia Doe that has made several videos analyzing like each character. So if you haven't watched it might be like an interesting thing to do instead of Splatoon sometimes.
I feel like I've seen that like pop up in my feed, but I haven't actually clicked it. Okay, so the one with the redhead lady. I will look for that because now you've got me curious. Okay.
Can you come around, sir?
It gets buried under all my true crime
Actually, I can go around. Sorry.
recommendations.
My bad. All right, Lizzie, we're way back here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hi,
I'm someone that does voice work. I was wondering, what are things you do to help voice strain and throat pain?
Yes, the best thing you can do to recover your voice is to literally just stop talking as much as you can. I know that sounds so dumb and so like really just stop talking, but yes, that's the best thing you can do. Give yourself at least 24 hours to rest your voice. If you really need to talk, do you know what your head voice is? You talk with your head voice, it's a singing term. And a good idea is actually just to practice some singing technique and incorporate that into your voiceover. That way you don't strain your throat muscles when you're trying to do those big, loud scenes.
All right,
Use
good
your
advice.
diaphragm.
That's great advice. Yes, ma'am.
I was just curious, how old were you when you first got into voice acting, and how many years was it from when you first started till you landed the role of Pomni?
So I first started voice acting my senior year of high school, which would have been roughly in like 2010. So I would have been 17 about, and if that was 2010, that would have been 15 years ago. So roughly 15 years, and Pomni I was cast for the end of 2023. So it took about 13 years for me to get my breakout role.
Never give up, everybody. Never give up. Yes, sir.
It's not been 15 years ago.
Hi, my name is Logan, and I know you do some anime voice work too.
Mhm.
Of the ones you have voiced, which anime do you think Pomni would like the best?
Pokemon Horizons. She would be a Pokemon junkie, definitely. Or Promise Neverland. I see the Emma cosplayer in the crowd. You look awesome.
All right, Lizzie, we got another question way back here. Yes, sir. Do you love adventure?
What was that?
Do you love adventure?
No. Activity, horde, pain, death, disease, angel food cake.
Awesome, awesome. All right, I'm coming around. I'm gonna go with Gambit over here. Is that Gambit? Yeah, that's Gambit. All right, Gambit. What's your question for Lizzie?
Hi there, my name is Chris. I was wondering, I'm sure you can't say if you do know, but do you think Kane might be more sinister than he's letting on? Like he has some darker plan for everyone?
I wish I could let you know, but I don't even actually know that myself. Yeah. I don't know where the story is going to lead to in the end, so I honestly can't answer.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Brooke. I wanted to ask, out of all the characters you voiced, what's your favorite?
Pomni is definitely like one of them, but I also really like Chisato from Licorice Recoil. If you guys have not seen that anime, it's really good, and you should check it out.
Hi, I'm Maya. What music do you think Pomni would listen to?
Evanescence.
That's a good one. Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello.
So I was wondering that if you were suddenly transported into the circus, what do you think it would take for you to abstract?
I guess it would depend on how much of my memories I actually have, because I'm a little confused on how that exactly is working at the moment, because we've had the characters say some things about their past at this point, like Gangle saying, I was a manager, so if I could remember like my career and stuff and my loved ones, that would probably be too much. And I would probably abstract pretty quickly, because I'm like, everything I love and care for, I'm never going to see again. This is great. If I can't remember any of that, I don't know. I could probably last a while. Just float around. I don't know. Exist.
Yes, sir.
So my name's Adolfo, and I want to know if the characters in the Amazing Digital Circus, do they have physical limits, or is Jax the strongest because he's the biggest?
I don't actually know. I don't know if they feel, well, actually, Ragatha said she felt pain, so, but I don't know how it affects them as much. I'd be very curious to learn more about that.
Good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Hi again, it's so good to see you.
Hi.
My name is Danielle. Is Goinks trying to be God?
I think they're just trying, well, actually, yeah, they might kind of be God, because they're trying to be everything and everywhere all at once, so, and in a twisted way, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hey, my name is Seth. So I was wondering what it's like what's the difference between working on like a web series like Digital Circus or ANA compared to something that would be on TV, where there would probably be more restrictions and rules and everything like that?
It feels more personal working on it because I get to work very closely with the creators of this content when it's a YouTube show. Like I'll actually talk to Joel G or Gooseworks when working on the lines just to make sure that it's exactly matching the vision they had in mind. Whereas opposed to something that's on TV, I'm working with the director who was hired. They didn't create the show and they're invested with the stories, of course, but it's not like something they created, you know.
All right. Yes, sir.
Hello. With the type of person that Jax is, you think he was able to make someone mad enough to put him in a blender? Not a big blender, just a normal blender.
Is he able to make someone mad enough at him to put him in a blender? Yes.
Short and sweet. There it is. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my name is Lynn, and does Pomni have like any other siblings like before she joined the circus?
I don't actually know. I would like to find out. I really don't know much about their pasts yet.
All right. Good question. Oh, yes, ma'am.
I was wondering, what is your favorite line or scene to record? What was your favorite?
I think my favorite line so far has been when, in the second episode, when Ragatha is just buttering her up too much and she goes, "I'm not a child, you don't have to hype me up." I feel that line in my soul.
A lot of good questions. Just keep them coming. Yes, sir.
My name is Jordan. So, what's your vocal range? Like, could you go from a deep voice or to a high-pitched voice? Like, that well? Or...
Well, this is about as deep as I can go. Kind of sounds, I don't know. I don't know what kind of voice you would call that.
And then the highest my voice can go all the way up here.
And also,
yeah! You sound like an old woman. Hello. Good day. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I was wondering have you ever run into like any digital circus things like in the wild? And if so, do you remember your first time?
yes, I have. I was trying to refuse to buy any of the bootlegs. You guys are filming this. Oh, man. But I was in Manchester, England, and I saw one. I'm like, if I'm going to buy one of these stupid bootlegs, I'm going to get one from England. And so I do have one, just so I can be like, yeah, I got her in England. Isn't that cool? The first time, when was it? It took me a while. Like, I swear, every other cast member was finding that bootleg merch before I could. And I was kind of mad about it. But thank you for asking.
Another question up here? Yes, ma'am?
What is your favorite game, and what do you think Pomni's favorite game would be?
My favorite game is probably still Splatoon 3, but I've also been playing a lot of Disney Dreamlight Valley lately. And I was obsessed with Sims 2 when I was in high school. Pomni's favorite game, she would probably also be kind of a cozy gamer. I feel like she'd be super into Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley and stuff.
All right, we got more questions. Keep them coming. We got a few more minutes with Lizzie, so final chances are ticking away here. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name's Ariel. I saw that you voiced Trish from JoJo.
Yes.
Is there any part or like character that you love the most in JoJo?
From part 5, I mean, Bruno is really cool. He's the best gang mom. I've also really all the part 5 guys are so cool. It's hard to pick one, but between Narancha and Mista, they're both really fun. From the other parts, though, well, we'll just leave it with them for now. Those are my three favorite.
All right, next question.
All right, so who's your favorite Gravity Falls character?
I think it's probably Stanley, Grunkle Stan. Yeah. No, he has the best punchlines in the whole show, and his whole past is super cool. I love Stan.
All right, yes, ma'am. What's your question?
All right. If you've watched Murder Drones, who's your favorite character?
N. He's just such a happy guy. He's just a big old happy dummy.
Yes, I'm coming around looking for people who have not asked a question already. I think she is up next right here.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, yes. What's your question?
Hi, my name's Catherine. I was wondering, with your work with Joel G, if there's any future plans with him. If not Joel G, just like any future projects you're excited about.
Yes, he is still working on his game, Dream Barbecue. I actually got to meet him last year in person, which was insane. And what he told me is he's working on releasing the game in chapters. So, because it was just taking way too long to try and get it all ready at once. So that is the plan. We should hear something this year.
All right, so we got time for about 2 more questions. So, looking for somebody who hasn't done one yet. All right, we're going to recycle. We're going to recycle. Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite Splatoon weapon?
I use the blob blobber. It sounds so funny to say the name out loud, but yeah, it's too good.
It's too good. All right, next question.
Will there be any future glitch production voiceovers that you'll be doing?
I don't know at this moment, but I always get the chance to audition for their shows. And I would say there's a pretty good chance, because so far I have at least cameoed in every single glitch show. So, we'll see what happens.
All right. Then we got the final question here. Gotta make it good, sir.
Hey, Cash again. I wanted to ask, in Splatoon 2, 2 questions. What is your favorite idol, or like just group, period, just any music, not just the idols?
Okay.
And then also, did you pick an Inkling or Octoling?
My favorite idol group would be Squid Sisters, and my favorite idol is Marie. I chose Octoling, but right now my avatar is an Inkling in Splatoon 3.
There you have it. All right.
Thank you guys so much for all your questions.
Don't be quiet yet, everybody. Lizzie Freeman, everybody. Yes. Lizzie, your table will be open momentarily, correct?
Yes, I'm going to make my way back there now, so if you guys didn't get a chance to ask your questions, please meet me there, and I'll be happy to talk with you.
One more time, get up for Lizzie Freeman.